The title of my poem is Mementos. Yeah. 1. Domino's Pizza and Soft Sandwiches. My grandma is a bird. She takes flight every year. A migration from Shenyang to Chicago descends on me with vast riches. I am 6, and $20 is the gold of sunny summer days. I am 6, and I'm beginning to understand that this is what family means. Crossing the Pacific Ocean with aging legs and graying hair to take care of me, a concept made reality through secretive splurges on pizza and sandwiches. Our conversations are a half-built bridge of my clumsy Mandarin and her patchwork English, but our cheeks hurt from smiling too hard and our stomachs are full. 2. Math problems of B and bowls of fruit. My mother is a lion. She prowls through the grasses of life with unshakable determination, pulls down challenges and eats them whole. She tells me the story of how she came from a small village, clung to the dream of a good education so hard it carried her across the Pacific Ocean to a doctorate in America. Her spine is made of titanium and her eyes of flames, and she cannot understand why I am not the same, why my back hunches under the weight of a math problem I cannot solve, and why instead of the strong lines of an A, there are the delicate curves of a B on my 3rd grade report card. Perhaps this is where she begins to believe that America has softened her child, and that to combat the softening, she must thrust her child into fire fueled by words she doesn't mean. The Mandarin insults I can understand pierce my ears, and the embers of her anger sit like time bombs inside my skull. My mother is a lion. She pads up to the door of my room, ever so quiet and lithe, with an offering of fruit, places it on my desk, and pads right back out. I am 8, and I do not understand why, in the place of sorry, there is a bowl of cut strawberries. I am 8, and I do not understand that her titanium spine cannot bend, only break, and that her eyes of flame spurn silent apologies she has never learned to let pour. I am 9, 10, 12, 14, and finally, I begin to understand that this is all she knows. But I cannot stop myself from wishing her titanium spine would bend. 3. Kitchens and dumplings. I am 16, and my mother is sick of teens, sick of me. She built her own ladder to reach the stars and pluck them from the sky, even when they burn her fingers. And she cannot understand why I cannot climb the ladder she built for me with blood, sweat, and a degree in electrical engineering. Why the torch of her ambitions does not kindle the same flames in me. She is a lion, and her roars soak into the kitchen tiles and the creaking wooden floorboards of my room. And I wonder when love became synonymous with fury. The time bombs inside my skull explode into empty flames. I do not know how to tell her that my mind is on fire for all the wrong reasons and in all the wrong ways, and that the ladder she built for me is not the ladder for me. Our fights are a shambled bridge of English and Mandarin I struggle to understand. A piece of me splinters in the explosion and falls away forever, because how can I speak to my mother if I cannot speak in our mother language? And later, when the flames have died, she pads up the stairs with her clinking bowl of fruit. And how can I do anything but forgive? Because my mother is a lion who loves me fiercely. She tries to correct my dumpling making technique every Lunar New Year's as I turn out misshapen dumpling after misshapen dumpling, tries to solve the math team problems I bring her, spends her nights at her desk still working because it would give my brother and I a better life. I have never seen her stop working. 3.5. I don't know yet. My mother gave me grit, gave me relentless energy, but when she placed these in the palms of my hands, she also gave me the unquenched flames in her eyes, the vinegar of her pride. She gave me a wolf of envy that gnaws on every bone that comes its way like a starving thing, never satisfied. She gave me ambition and confidence, bull-headed stubbornness and wit, and she gave me her anger. The fury that soaked the kitchen floor tiles is the gasoline that drenches me, and the smell of it makes me tired. I tell myself I will never use it as a form of self-deception, knowing it only takes one match to spark the storm. I understand that this is what family is. Worn bridges have collapsed, and love like the sun, dedication to the last migration across the ocean, and the anger in my veins. And so I tell my mother this: I understand.